What's up, Rage Nation? This is Alex Yu and you're watching the Rage and Rona review, and today I want to set the record straight about Transformers 4 and everything we know about it so far. Alright, first of all, let's talk about this whole Jason Statham fiasco, okay? Just because Jason Statham was there, standing next to Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, being interviewed on the red carpet of Transformers 3 Dark of the Moon premiere, doesn't mean that he's in it. So they interviewed Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, and then Jason Statham was right next to her, because, you know, they're getting it on right now. The interviewer asked Jason Statham, so, how do you feel about being in the next Transformers movie? And then he said something like, oh, you know, I'd love to be in it. I'd love to be in it does not mean I'm in it. So I'm going on record right now, Jason Statham is not in Transformers 4. But he is not opposed to being in Transformers 4, which doesn't really mean anything, because anybody and everybody wants to be in Transformers 4. It's a big franchise. It's a successful franchise. It's like a no-brainer. Next. Michael Bay has not actually spoken to Brian Goldner, CEO of Hasbro, about making Transformers 4 and 5. Like, there's no talk at all. Michael Bay is busy supervising the production of the Ultimate Edition of Transformers Dark of the Moon Blu-ray. And he also mentioned that the next movie he wants to work on is a small movie that none of the studios want him to make. And that is Pain and Gain. The studios don't want him to make it because they want him to make a big movie like Transformers 4, or Bad Boys 3 for that matter. But Pain and Gain is a project that he's very passionate about and he's wanted to get off the ground for a long time. And I think he deserves to make a movie like that just because he's been dealing with big explosions and robots and big action for a long time. So I say, Michael Bay, make your small movie. I think it has an interesting premise anyways. Finally, Brian Goldner, CEO of Hasbro, wants Transformers 4 and 5 to be shot simultaneously or back to back. I don't know which one, whichever. The reason why is because they can put out 2 movies and make twice as much money with a lower cost. Let's say that one Transformers movie costs $150 million to make. Okay? Therefore, 2 Transformers films would have costed $300 million to make. With having them shot back to back, we're probably looking at a middle ground of maybe $225 million. That's just a guess, but they're saving themselves $75 million. Although the shooting time would take much longer, you only have to pay the actors and all the talent in there and all the crew once. Well, except for the post-production crew, but all the actors, you only have to pay them once. So you do the math, and it's just more ideal, and on top of that, you're guaranteed 2 movies. And they can start production on Transformers 4 and 5 in as early as December 2012. So that's pretty much a year from now. So, there you have it. Jason Statham is not officially confirmed to be in it. And finally, here's the main thing about this entire Transformers 4 thing. Brian Goldner only wants Transformers 4 and 5 to happen. That's it. That's like me wanting Transformers 4 and 5 to happen. Except he's just saying it because we're ready to move on. He wants to hype up the audience. He wants to hype up the fans. And he just wants to say that it's happening. But in the back of his head, he was thinking, more toy sales. More toy sales. That's what he's thinking in the back of his mind. Which is a great thing. You know, it's good business. All he's really saying is Transformers 4 and 5 is happening. Just to let you know. We already knew that. I mean, Transformers 4 and 5 not happening is impossible. In the movie-making business, if a movie makes a crap load of money, especially when it's a franchise movie, you don't stop. You just keep on making them. Look at Resident Evil. Look at Final Destination. They just don't quit. And you know we can't end off a Transformers video without showing the awesome Transformers photo of the day. And this photo is actually a drawing. And it's a drawing by Pam. And what I like about this drawing is it looks like Bumblebee's head, but it's Sideswipe. But the funny thing is that why is Sideswipe standing on top of Ironhide? And that's the cool thing that I noticed in this drawing is you have one Autobot dominating the other, and unless they're actually playing around, maybe they're just play fighting. What I also like about it is that all the little details around, you got that horse statue, you got the building in the background, it makes you kind of wondering, what city is this? And then it also, you got these other guys like hiding and like trying to get away from the chaos. So I think that is really cool, and this is a great drawing. You got Sideswipe and Ironhide messing around. Thanks for sending this to me, Pam. Once again, I like to show off these photos from Rage Nation members because I think there's a lot of talent and there's a lot of like really unique photos out there. So if you have a really awesome Transformers photo or drawing or artwork or anything like that, please send it to rageandronareview@gmail.com and maybe I'll feature it in my next video. So anyways, that's all I have to say in this video, and I want to ask you guys a question, and that is, which Autobot and Decepticon do you want to see in the Transformers sequel? Name one Autobot and name one Decepticon, okay? I know a whole bunch of fanboys like to say, oh, I want like, and then you name like 20 different characters. Name the character that means the most to you to be in it. This is Alex Yu, and thanks for watching the Rage and Rona review. Peace. By the way, I'm butt naked underneath this blanket. It's very comfortable.